hotels that would destroy peace of mind. Have you ever noticed how hotels literally in every major city are drawing in suicides from inspiring Stephen King novels? Hotels sometimes have a powerful influence. Crazy things can happen in and around hotels, some of which you probably never considered. Back. Number 10. Hotels are suicide funnels. Hotel suicides have been recognized phenomenon for over a century, and possibly much longer. The phenomenon has been the subject of several scientific studies. One thing we know is that people who commit suicide in a hotel are oddly more likely to live locally. The weird thing is that apparently the more hotels get built in one place, the more local people become hotel suicides. This has been demonstrated in the study of hotel suicides in Las Vegas. There are obviously an extremely high number of hotels in Las Vegas, and the number of local people who check in order to check out was found to be significantly much higher than the hotel suicide rate for the rest of the surrounding country. What, I was grabbing some water. You got a problem with that? Number 9. Hotels physically damage people. We all know hotel coverlets are infrequently cleaned. This was world news in 1992 when a hotel bedspread was submitted as evidence during the rape trial of boxer Mike Tyson. What? When was he... Okay, the only thing I know about Mike Tyson is he ripped people's ears off. I don't remember him ever getting accused of rape. I'm not surprised. Forensic examination of the bedspread found bodily fluids from several different dudes who weren't Mike Tyson and who were now nowhere in the vicinity of the alleged rape. It's not just bed covers. All kinds of germs are lurking in the average hotel room. Duh! It's a freaking hotel room. What do you expect? People get sick from it. Well, no dip. News channels never tire of making news items about it. I hate the press. What's really sick is the reason why this situation never changes. Hidden camera news items often make room attendants look like the immediate culprits, but poor hotel room hygiene is part of a bigger picture. When you factor in that room attendants are poorly treated and typically paid minimum wage or less, human error and corner cutting seem inevitable. Human rights organizations recently brought attention to the condition for hotel housekeeping staff in the British media, and it wasn't germs that were causing workers the most harm at London's top hotels. When 100 room attendants were asked in a survey if they ever took medication, an outstanding 84 of them said they took painkillers every morning because their job was so physically demanding and punishing on their body. Number 8. Hotels unconsciously aid human trafficking. Okay, so we all know some traveling businessmen and politicians like Dominican Strauss-Kahn. I don't know how to say that. Aren't shy to gratify their darker desires by hiring prostitutes and allegedly abusing them in hotel rooms. In today's world, sexual exploitation isn't always about what's going on in another room or country. Even the relative innocent act of watching porn in your hotel room is a potential human rights issue. Nordic Choice Hotel chain magnate Petter Stordala replaced all, on his hotel pay TV channels with contemporary art. Stordala claimed he learned through helping UNICEF that the industry contributes to human trafficking. Even Western countries like the UK, Australia, and New Zealand. They're not Western countries, you idiot. They're have medium risk of human trafficking. Human traffickers use hotels. Meanwhile, sexual tourism and exploitation remains big business in hotels in countries like Bangladesh. Surprised it's not in America. Don't get any ideas. Don't come saying to me, Mark Wilson said you can do it. Number 7, hotels have an increasing risk of fires and explosions. So, you don't steal towels, commit suicide, throw crazy prostitute abusing parties, or watch porn. You protect yourself from other people's leftover funk and bodily fluids by wearing a chemical protective suit with built-in respiratory system and anti-funk fogging panoramic visor. Now you can finally kick back, relax, and enjoy your stay, right? Not necessarily. Hotel goers dressed like astronauts most likely aren't trying to insulate themselves from potential Strauss-Kahn cooties in the coverlets. They're much more likely to be visiting meth cook. And judging by what you're wearing, you probably are too. Thought you were innocent. Drug dealers always say that. Meth cooks are quickly becoming a serious problem for hotels and motels. Did I even read? I don't even remember reading that one. Okay. Where was I? The chemicals used are so violent and toxic that it's preferable for these chemical criminals not to cook in the same place they live, eat, and sleep. It's estimated that over 15% of meth labs catch fire or explode. Renting temporary accommodations makes sense. Number 6, hotels could be tracking you. Many people steal towels and bathrobes from hotels. What people don't necessarily realize is that these days it's becoming a lot more likely that stealing from hotels could get them caught and potentially prosecuted. People have allegedly been surprised by new technology that tracks hotel items. A Miami-based company has been marketing a washable tag that can be sewn into towels, sheets, and bathrobes, enabling hotels to locate them when they go missing. Similar systems are at work in the UK and Australia. One business in Honolulu has already saved huge money employing this technology, reportedly reducing the number of pool towel thefts by staggering 3,250 towels a month. You're more worried about a towel than sex trafficking? It's a frickin' towel, people. You can buy more towels. Or you can take a shower and go outside and get a suntan lotion. Get suntan. I don't know why I said lotion. That doesn't work, Mark. Number 5, hotel meth cooks leave chemical toxicity in the rooms. Did we just talk about number 7? Even if you land in a meth cook-free environment, you could still be playing room roulette in terms of chemical toxicity. For every pound of methamphetamine produced, 3 to 6 pounds of toxic waste can be created. Residual fumes can cause cancer, short and long-term brain damage, problems in the immune system, and respiratory illness. The proper cleanup required after a hotel-based meth lab has been busted and extensive. Why not just close down the hotel? I mean, seriously. According to the Vermont Department of Health website, the poisonous vapors produced during cooking cremate the halls and carpets of houses and buildings, often making them uninhabitable. Cleaning up these sites requires specialized training and costs $2,000 to $4,000. Let's remain optimistic that hoteliers will always be happy to close entire hallways for days on end, spend thousands hiring the kinds of expert cleaners that can safely deal with this problem, and they'll never be tempted to cut corners in regard to proper cleanup, or just close down the hotel. Done. 4, hotel bedbugs are violent rapists. Bedbugs are rapists now. Okay. Hotels are lighting rods for evil in all its forms. With the exception of the billions of nice people who pass through them, hotels seem to have an amazing knack of attracting unsavory characters. The parasites that live in hotels are no different. That's a realistic possibility, that bedbugs will be hiding somewhere in your hotel room. And when it comes to an extremely aggressive and weird sex life, these characters make Dominic Strauss-Kahn look like a sentimental romantic. Male bedbugs don't have a You know, Pen 15. They have a stabbing impalement, which they use to stab female bedbugs in the abdomen. Uh, Entomologists call this traumatic inception. In a recent study for entomology journal Insects, it was found that female bedbugs actually become less reproductive when repeatedly subjected to these violent stabbings. What does that have to do with bedbugs in your bed? Number 3. Hotels are crime and gun battle magnets. Crime and hotels together, like Strauss-Kahn and sex workers. Can we stop talking about that? Thank you. Some of the biggest crimes in history have happened in hotels, and hotel crime is rising. As more people more easily around the world, hotels can sometimes serve as basis to the diabolical. We've already mentioned the growing trade of human trafficking as one example. Hotels are also used by international drug mules and terrorists. Seen The Mule yet? It's a good movie. These multinational venues are run by serious thugs who sometimes aren't afraid to murder innocents. 2 5-star hotels in Mumbai became bloodbaths in 2008 when the Indian Army took on armed terrorists who had come to abduct Western hostages. This year, 2 rival slum gangs fought it out with machine guns in the lobby of a hotel in Brazil, killing an innocent bystander. It may seem like something from an action movie, but this stuff really happens in hotels. Number 2, you can't always trust hotel security. Do you still think hotel security is going to protect you from the bad guys? If you're really unlucky, the security guy might even turn out to be a direct threat to your personal safety. In September 2013, a hotel security officer was charged with deliberately setting multiple fires in the 2 Manhattan hotels he'd been working at. He thought it would scare away guests and make his job easier. Oh my god, this dude is evil. Even President Obama's security agents were temporarily suspended and sent home from a Colombian hotel back in April 2012. They were supposed to be providing top-level security for over 30 world leaders at an American summit meeting. Apparently, at least some of them were much more interested in soliciting local prostitutes. Yeah. That's who's protecting Donald Trump. Mixing the hotel effect with pool towel saturated Honolulu proved to pertain a potent strain of crazy Christopher W. Deedley, a federal agent with the Bureau of Diplomatic Security. I never heard of that. Allegedly drunk, he ended up shooting a man to death outside of a McDonald's after arguing and brawling with him. What was he doing in Honolulu? Providing advanced security arrangements for Obama's trip to the Asia Pacific Corporation Summit. Sounds like a really safe and cooperative guy. And number 1, people hide a disturbing amount of corpse in hotels. Did you ever hear that urban legend about the hotel guest who wondered what awful smell was in their room, checked under the bed and found a corpse? That wasn't fake. That wasn't an urban legend. It happened. These stories might change some details as they get passed along, but they all have a solid basis in fact. I just dropped my quarter. One of the most disturbing and well-reported hotel-related phenomena has to be the possibility of sharing a room with a decomposing dead person. Nah, he just wanted to stay in the hotel room for an extra couple days for free. Under your bed, in your bed, on your bed, in your closet. I don't know, in the roof maybe. In one such story in 2003, a man checked into the Capri Motel in Kansas City and slept on the bed for 3 nights before checking out because of the stink. When cleaners went into the room, they lifted the mattress and discovered a male corpse, reportedly wearing nothing but a nun's wimple and fishnet stockings. Amazingly, cleaning staff aren't always this diligent. In the worst reported case of the body under the bed phenomenon, Sony Millbrook's corpse stayed hidden inside a box frame, bed in the Budget Lodge in Memphis, for roughly 2 months. The room was rented out 5 times before the source of the smell was discovered. Well, you ever gonna check in a hotel again? I might not. I don't know.